Oh, excuse me. Alright. Good evening, everybody. I'm actually starting on time this time. Oh, I'm sorry. Been setting up the Christmas tree today. Oh, a wave of tiredness just hit me real hard. But I don't want to pass up an opportunity to actually draw and talk to myself at the same time. I don't want to pass that up at all. Alright, so what is this one here? Oh my goodness, stop! Sorry, everybody. I found this really cute one. 140 minutes of winter Nintendo music. And it's from 2019, of course. It's a 2019 mix, but nothing is way too old. It's okay. And they start you off right. They start you off with that super rare eShop music. That's something real special. It's like not something everybody listens to. It made me pretty happy. Oh god! Okay, show of hands. Should I be muting every time? Should I be muting every time I yawn? Probably. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Oh, I've had so little time to work on stuff. I'm literally starting. Ah, where we left off. Goodness gracious. Forgive me. Alright, let's bring that workstation in. Hello. Yeah, we're literally starting where we left off. There is a little bit of more sketch detail. And I'm here making sure that the cursor is moving proper. Because this tablet is something interesting sometimes. It actually, oh, forgive me. It actually, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes it feels like there's jittering, kind of like this. Like, I'm doing this on purpose, like right now. But sometimes I feel like there's jittering on the cursor. And then when I draw a line, it comes out like a zigzag. It's horrifying, and I hate it every time because I have to unplug my monitor and replug it back in. Fun, you know? Very fun. Okay, so every time I take a really long pause, you will know that I am yawning. That is the telltale sign of me yawning. And I have a feeling it's going to happen a lot. So I started to think, I started to really look over the way that I did this one here. And I realized, isn't this, you know, a little bit off considering, you know, he's popping off these sleeves. So they probably do not need to be rolled out, but actually just like caved in. So I have to accentuate that outline a little bit. Huh. This is more... Okay, this is a soft pencil. Which is the one that I've been working with? Surely I've been working with a harder pencil, not the mechanical one. I don't think it is. Is it? No. I can't. Surely not. Actually, yeah, maybe I have been. Well, I want to keep the consistency. So I will continue here. god, this is familiar. What is this? I think this is Mario Galaxy. I'm probably wrong. It's been a while since I have played anything that isn't Animal Crossing or Baba Is You. Yeah, it's probably not. I don't know. Gosh, I miss playing video games. Dun, 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 dun. Just why I always love listening to Nintendo soundtracks while I work. It's just... get to practice a little bit of my gaming love without actually gaming. Yeah, I used to really like to watch people play, and now I look at them and I get jealous. I want to play. I don't want to watch you play. I want to play. So we have a few handmade gifts this year. I forget how many paintings I am doing as gifts, but I think it's just gonna be 2. And the other paintings that I'm prepping for are probably gonna be for the store. The moment that my mom heard that I'm going to be painting a lot more to actually, you know, sell later, she has committed herself to wanting to donate like large canvases to me. I'm very grateful for it. I hope she doesn't go too far out of the way. And she actually offered to buy me a 3x3, and I was a little scared. I was like, oh, what am I gonna do with a square foot yard painting? Like that's kind of scary. Like that's a lot of stuff you can fill. I draw very small. It's like I zoom in super far to draw. Like I draw very small. It's just that's just how I'm accustomed to do it. And I can break out of that no problem. But for now, I really don't know how I'm going to justify filling like a 3 foot by 3 foot canvas. That's crazy. I used to be intimidated by 16 by 20. Not anymore, of course, but... we'll see. If somebody can sell a banana taped to a wall, I can sell a painting. It's okay. Like, I shouldn't be all that afraid. The modern art world is stupid, but it also gave me the confidence and to believe in myself. I may not be the best, but I am pretty good for not having gone past an associate's degree worth of studying. I had one of those, well, during college, a lot of people were doing their drawing 101, like starting out like super fresh, and I kind of had like that Ron Swanson moment of like, I know more than you, and and so I adapted very well to whatever assignments in the first half of the semester, and in the second half is when I really started to like delve into techniques that I wasn't very familiar with. And it was really exciting because I was there were a couple of classes in which I was really worried that, that I wasn't taking the proper class to, show the teacher that I, have what it takes to learn something new. I felt a little sad at one point, thinking, it's like, am I a pretentious person because I'm not getting anything new out of this, or is it really just that, is it okay for me to brag that I am that far ahead? I don't like to brag. I mean, not. Is it okay for me to accept that I am that far ahead just from looking things up online? And it was different back then. It was different when it was like 2007, 8, 9, 10, where YouTube was just starting out, and like everybody watches tutorial videos now. Everybody can learn from somebody online for free, or for a very small price that a very small price that isn't college price, at least. Everybody can learn a trade affordably. It's great, but it wasn't like that in like 2009. So I felt it was very pretentious of me to think it's like, oh no, I must be, I must be reflecting on something else, I must be imagining that I'm actually this good. Like yeah, I'm passing my, I'm passing my classes, but the teacher's nice. I'm sure, there's just, it's an easy A to just like doodle on some paper, but no, I eventually came to accept that I had learned a lot, or I had learned so much through just being self-taught, that I didn't need to stay in college for that long. There are some people who know this and others who don't. I never actually graduated because my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer while I was going to school. And so she got diagnosed. She went into remission after a year, and then the cancer came back the year after. And by then, we were so like overwhelmed and stressed out, and having to like prep for more rounds of treatment, or well, she decided to just get rid of the problem area, you know what I mean, and there was going to be a huge recovery period. And I thought, like, well, I don't, like, school is fine, but it's not more important than my family, considering that I'm studying a trade that I'm probably going to have to be relearning over and over again for the rest of my life, which is graphics technology. And I was right. By the time that I left school in 2010, some new like a new round of Adobe came out. This was before Creative Cloud was even a thing. And by the time Mom got better again and I considered going back to school, Macromedia was obsolete, which is something that I had put a lot of, heart and hard work into. And I thought, like, why in the world am I doing this? I'm just gonna stop, and we'll figure things out in the future for the better. And I admit I should have had a little bit more of a plan, but I'm not unhappy. I do want to go back to school someday, but at the moment, I'm not in a rush. I'm very blessed and thankful that I have a husband who cares about me so much that they want to work as hard as they do for me and for our girl. It's awesome. I really appreciate that. I never want to take that for granted. I never intend to at all. Yeah. Forgive the pauses. You know exactly what I'm doing when that happens. Well, unless you came in late, in which you should know that I am yawning every time there's silence. But yes, today was very nice. What happened today was that the little one had an appointment to get her. She had a follow-up. Sorry, she had a follow-up from her previous eye appointment. See how things are going, and she cooperated super well. And she doesn't have to be seen again until April. We'll see if her glasses prescription changes. And the only reason she even needs glasses is because she inherited her mommy's wandering eye, which it took me a lot of hard work and therapy to get that wandering eye kind of right and center again. But for her, it can be avoided as long as she wears these glasses. And she's been doing super good at keeping them on and cooperating. She's been fantastic. So she went and did that. And while she was at school, we finally got to pull down the Christmas tree. And I don't know how we're going to do it, but I know for sure that we're going to celebrate all 12 days of Christmas. I know to most people Christmas is over after the first day of Christmas, which is 25th, but not for me. Not for me. You don't. We're probably gonna keep it really simple. We love, as far as our family goes, we love to give each other experiences. We love to give each other memories. We've given ourselves like tickets to stuff, and well, we've done video games too. And video games are experiences. And usually for Christmas, it's either a video game that's really coveted, or a game that most of us can play together. I don't know which one it will be and who will be receiving it, but that's usually a thing that happens. It'll probably be my sister, who is on the receiving end. Well, speaking of my sister, I wanted to mention, not that I have any sponsors, nor do I think I'm going to have, nor do I think I'm gonna ever have sponsors. I'm not exactly a YouTuber, but there may be a couple of times in which I plug things, and most very likely, it is going to be my sister's business, who she actually is doing some knitting and some crocheting, and she does some beautiful work. Beautiful, beautiful work. I wish I had some examples. I will have some examples next time. I cannot hear this. I cannot hear this music without thinking about that little penguin. I think the worst, I think it would be a worse sentiment to say, I cannot think about this without thinking of, you know, penguin abuse. Don't be that way. We've all done it. We've all dropped that penguin down the cliff. I don't care who you are. We've all done it at least once. And if you really haven't, then wow, you're a very good person. You're a great person. Or you probably have very, very, very influential parents. Not that my parents were not influential into me becoming a good person. Because they really were. But it was a video game, and I really wanted to see if the penguin would fly. I'm terrible. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I cannot believe I said that. I wanted to see if the penguin would fly. It's like, die, tiny thing. You are very noisy. No. I feel bad now. So we've had the Christmas tree up on the garage for a couple days, but we finally put it up, and we have ornaments. We have ornaments that don't match, and so last year it was a toy themed Christmas tree, because you know a lot of the things are felt figures and wooden figures, and it kind of make it look like, you know, it kind of made it look like you had a whole bunch of toys up on the tree. So it's like a toy themed Christmas. And this year I'm doing white, but at the same time we have we still have like all the toy themed stuff from last year. Whew, you know the drill, I'm sorry. We have all the toy themed stuff from last year, but we also had a little tree. So my little girl Nora has her own tree. And then we have the bigger tree, the family tree. It is still her tree, but Nora herself is in charge of the little tree. And most of the toy like ornaments are there. Oh, it's very, very adorable. I'll have to share a picture sometime because some of those I actually made. And it's little things like, if you've ever gone to like the hobby shops, you know that they sell ornaments that you can just fill in yourself. They come completely crystal clear, and then you can fill them up with whatever, like you know, fill them up with foam, or with, you know, paint them from the inside or the outside, whatever it is you wish. Well, I made I used a whole bunch of little pom-poms to kind of make it, well, like these fall to winter colors, like reds and faded greens and yellows and oranges, kind of make it look like a big pile of like leaves. And then I would put two white ones, two white pom-poms, to make snowmen like lying down on a big pile of leaves and taking a nap. And those are her favorite. She tried to put as many as possible on her little tree, but some of them are gonna have to go on the big one. What's more is that a lot of the ornaments that I have are also ones that I don't have a lot of attachment to. They're just been passed down. It's either my mom or my mother-in-law or somebody is like, hey, these were cheap and at Walmart. Do you want this like 30-pack of identical ornaments? And I'm like, sure. And then, 5 minutes pass and I'm like, oh God, why did I say yes? But I still take them. And I usually end up making something out of them, so it's not a complete loss. I mean, it's not loss, I say. It's like, it's not a complete waste of effort, I should say. Because sometimes I take things just under the prospect that maybe I can make something new out of it. Like maybe I can like breathe a new life. Or whatever it is. So for these, I'm probably going to just put them outside. Like we have a nice tree outside. Forgive me, another yawn. I probably should not be informing you, just in case. Just in case the... whatchamacallit? The yawns seem to be very, contagious. But maybe if I mention a yawn, it will also make you yawn. I've never tested that theory. But just in case, I should probably refrain from constantly mentioning that I'm yawning. I do have some commissions coming up as well. I'm starting to fill my plate. And depending on how much effort it actually takes, I might do commission discounts later on in the year. Oh, I say later on in the year, actually. At the start of the year, I should say. The year's almost over. What am I even saying? The best thing about focusing on coffee is just that they've ever since I joined coffee, they've implemented like 3 different things that Patreon does not have, one after the other, probably within like 6 months, and it's been awesome. I've been grateful. Because it's actually given me ideas, even though I don't know if I'll use all of the features that they offer. It's actually helped me create a whole bunch of ideas. don't remember if they do polls or not, but I might have to put up a poll over there and see what everyone's opinions are about me also uploading logos and like the ability to like get logos and such, but I might actually just leave that for private outreach rather than have it as something you kind of just like click and buy in the commissions page. I'm already working. I mentioned my sister's business earlier. I'm already working on her logo. It's very cute. Her business is going to be called Little Shop of Laura, and she didn't really give me too much of a leeway of how she wanted. No, that's not true. I know that she would want it to be very cute, and I mean, crochet related, I'm sure, because the first thing she learned is to crochet, but I think she's also expanding into knitting, and she might actually add plush creation in the future. But she is about very hands-on work, and she thought of the idea of the name because one of her favorite movies is Little Shop of Horrors, and it really has nothing to do with her craft itself other than, you know, it's a name that she thought was catchy and cute, and it reflected her, you know, her personality, and I think it's very true. So I sent her some drafts. She actually chose one she really liked, and it was a big yarn ball with a cute smiley face, some symbols around it, and I'm gonna have to expand on that later. But I knew she would pick that one because it had the cute like little like, how do you describe that? It's like that this smiley, like this thing. It has a face that's very much like that. And I knew that she would pick it just straight up because of how cute it is. Placeholder mouth. I'm not really satisfied with that, but I don't want to stay in the same spot the entire time, because that is a fault of mine, staying in the same spot when I'm not really sure. What I want to be doing. What else? I did not watch the Game Awards. I did see some announcements. I know that a lot of people who watch me are also into the Sonic fan base, and from what I saw, I'm pretty excited. I look forward to what's coming up. Can't wait for Christmas. This has been an interesting year, not a terrible year, not like last year. Last year was lame. Which is not really the best descriptor for everything that really went on. I had a really hard time in the beginning of the year last year. And it wasn't that bad for me like this time around, but it was still a rough year. There's a couple of times where I was sure that I was gonna have to put all things on hold. Like almost, probably perpetually. Sometimes I feel that if I were to stop, there's probably no justification for picking up momentum again. Now, should I'm not sure if I should create a panel for this or not. I'm probably gonna keep this free of a panel. So we'll just go very plain here. Don't wanna, yeah, I'm not gonna try to go under any panels. Oh, wait. I was redoing the jacket here when he should not have it. So there, that sleeve should be much smaller. There we go. Sometimes I don't think about these things as I go. I went a little high up, didn't I? Yeah, that hand's a little bit high up. So I'll adjust that as I go. Some people just can't do this without guides, and I am one of those people. It is a horrible hand that I will probably need a guide for later on. There, that's Super Mario Galaxy. So I was wrong. I was like, I'm remembering things wrong. That I remember. feeling I was remembering that wrong. Just in case there may be somebody who is watching who is new to my channel, I do want to put forth a piece of information that has become a lot more apparent because of the totally not marked situation that's going on right now. If you guys don't know, a pretty big anime review YouTuber, totally not marked, has lost much more than half of his channel for either having Dragon Ball or One Piece footage in it, or just even just having the title of any of those series on his videos, and then not holding anything in them that isn't fair use, which all of his stuff is fair use. So it's a pretty rough situation to watch. I've been trying to follow it as closely as I can, and things aren't looking really cool. I want to support him as best as I can, but for now it's really just gonna have to be moral support, and just I stand by him with the boycott of Toei Animation and Toei products. Which is something that I can do, because I really was considering getting the Dragon Ball manga, and maybe not this Christmas, but maybe soon after Christmas, and I don't think that that's gonna happen anytime soon now. It's really crappy what's going on with his situation. And yeah, like how I started my initial thought, for anybody who's new to my channel and wondering if all I am doing is live streaming, I'm gonna be frank with you and everybody else. The only reason that I am in YouTube is because they have live streaming. I do have in mind, in my sights, I do have two other YouTube alternative websites, and I believe that the one that I'm favoring the most at the moment, they don't have live stream implemented for everybody yet. So until they implement live streaming for everybody, so once they break out of the beta, I am moving over there officially, and I am leaving YouTube, because obviously they don't care, you know. They either don't care for smaller channels, or they just don't have enough time in their precious life to, you know, hire more people to help. But considering that they are owned by Google, I think Google just really wants the opportunity to test out a lot of their AI stuff. And because AI is not perfect, it just hinders and makes things worse for people, unfortunately. Well, like I said, I'm between two places, and I'm not mentioning them just because that could change at any moment where I see there could be a better opportunity. I'm terrible like that, I guess. But once there's some good live streaming implemented in the other sites, I do want to move over there. I am not going to Twitch. No thank you. No thank you. I don't like what they do. And oh, I just realized that I'm outside of the... Yeah, I'm outside of there. It's like, oops. This is cut and paste, right? Yeah. I gotcha, yeah. I see. That is so lovely. I like that a lot. So I can just... What I want to do is copy and cut. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So this one here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. I wanted to work from within this space. So I forgot to start working in this panel itself, because this one up here is not a panel. So yeah, my plan of attack has been stay here as long as I can't live stream in the other preferred platform that I want to join. And once I join it, I'm not going to close down my YouTube channel, but I am not going to post long form content in it. Like, I'm not doing, I won't be doing live streams anymore once I move channels. I won't be, and if I create videos probably longer than 2 minutes and with a lot of effort, I probably won't be posting them on YouTube, because it really doesn't matter. Like, who cares? Like, yeah, I'm really disappointed with how very little competition YouTube has, but that's because nobody is joining other platforms. So I might as well try and join a platform and, you know, create a little variety out in the creation world. I don't mind. I'm not looking for a big audience. I'm just looking for whoever is interested in what I'm doing to, you know, watch to their heart's content. If they choose that they don't want to watch me because I'm not on YouTube anymore, that'll make me a little sad, but I'm not gonna go back to YouTube if it means that they're gonna, yeah, keep throwing amazing hardworking people under the bus. I'm not into that. Because if they do that to somebody who's big, what'll it be for me, who is very small? And I have been here since 2007. You guys can look at my profile and see for yourself. I've been here since 2007, and I've been watching even before that. I've been, I saw things like Mystery Guitar Man, and the first time he ever got a highlighted, a featured video up on the front page. I saw, what else? I saw Shane Dawson, the way he is now known for. I mean, is now, like, has been exposed to being when in reality, like, I've always known Shane Dawson was that way because I was here so early that I saw how he, how his content was. And so when I found him again many years later, and I saw this guy who was doing like beauty stuff and collaborating with all these like really nice people, I thought, like, I had like this weird moment of like this weird Mandela effect thing where it's like, wait, this is not the same person I saw before, but their faces look very similar, but I could have sworn this person was absolutely nothing like this. They are the opposite of what I remember. Yeah, so I never tried watching him because I had a very vivid memory in my mind of him putting his mouth in places where they don't belong. I'm glad that that's over. And a lot of people just wonder, it's like, why are people so terrible? Why do they do that? Why is, it's, you kind of had to be there to understand. And it's like, I don't think teenagers, and to an extent, like, people in their mid-20s, early 20s or mid-20s can understand all the way, I guess, but it was the wild, like, the internet was the Wild West at one point, and we were already, like, we're used to censorship and like, take DNCA takedowns, and these things are the norm now on YouTube, but they didn't used to be. Excuse me. It used to be where, if you wanted to be famous, you had to be on TV, but to be on TV, you had to go through all these strict guidelines, and you were not allowed to swear, and you were not allowed to have sexual content, and all this stuff that, people consider, the broadcasting, the broadcasters, like, saw as like taboo or dirty. And you know how children are. They just want to do what they think is adult. And so when they saw that, they could post their video up on the internet for people to see, and they could just like say whatever they want, it's like, wow, I can have a TV show, but I don't have to follow TV show guidelines. I can be as offensive as I want, as like raunchy as I want, or I can do this or that, and there's nobody telling me no, because I did it, and somebody will see it, and they will enjoy it, and that's how it all began. But then, things pick up traction and things change, and it's so, for me, it's very easy to understand. Like, you're just a kid, even when you're an older kid. And people now have the excuses like, oh, well, he was 16, he should have known better. And it's like, yeah, but this is the culture of how it used to be. Like, you go against, go against the norm now, and you're proud of yourself. But back then, there was a different norm. And they were going against it, and they felt proud of themselves in the very same way. I think, just sometimes people wonder, it's like, why do people do the things they do? And I think the answer is always, you kind of had to be there. I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but it will, it'll explain why people, like, carry themselves in a different way. Oh yeah, good old Crank. I was gonna say Grant Kirkhope. I said Crank. Crank Kirkhope. Grant Kirkhope. Oh man, send it, fanboys. Truthfully, I never really finished a Banjo-Kazooie game in my life, but I do love the music so much. And my brother used to play it, so it is still nostalgic to me, even though I didn't play it on my own. So I am happy to hear me some Banjo-Kazooie still. Oh boy, okay, I am yawning a little too much. Let's actually take a moment. Slow down a bit. It's been about an hour. So let me actually take a quick break. Don't worry guys, it's all gonna be okay. I will be back. thanks to my beloved spouse. Thank you. I just found out that I have been unlisted for the past hour. So I've been talking to myself like a crazy person for the past hour. But then again, I always talk to myself like a crazy person even though there's nobody here. So that shouldn't make too much of a difference. I'm still kind of disappointed in myself. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream! You missed the first hour of it, and it wouldn't have happened if you would just ring that bell, because when you ring the bell, you get notified of when I go online. Oh my goodness. I don't want to be that person. I've been talking about the fact that I don't want to be that person. And now I am being that person. Right now. Do, do, do. My goodness. But yeah, seriously, that is part of the case. Me doing the, you know, the bell icon actually lets you know when I go live. However, I will reiterate this as I did earlier on in the stream, just in case you nobody's gonna, you know, rewatch from the beginning, which 100% I understand. That's not what this is always about. It's the fact that I don't plan to be on YouTube very, very long. I will actually be moving to a YouTube alternative. I've been planning it for a very long time, but a lot of recent happenings with YouTube and their failure to protect creators kind of helped solidify and that decision and help me realize that I'm probably doing the right thing by for myself. Let me click out of here for just a second. Quick second. Quick 2 seconds, 3 seconds. And right back to where we were before. No, wait. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's OBS right there, OBS. OBS. Yes, I know how to say it. Thankfully, if you're just tuning in, you didn't miss way too much because I have been yawning a whole bunch, and I feel like that's kind of like when it's kind of going away little by little. So everything's good, don't worry. So yes, as I was saying, I won't be on YouTube for far too long, so you really don't have to ring any sort of bell. You don't have to even subscribe if you don't want to. And when I say I'm not gonna like be here long, I'm not. Yeah, I'm saying it because you know there are this platform just isn't artist friendly. Unfortunately, the whole totally not marked situation that's going on right now, it perfectly encapsulates how this is not very friendly to artists at all, no matter what the medium is, but especially if it is art or animation. Oh my goodness. I know what perspective is. Come on. There you go. I actually don't remember where the slits are, so I'm going to pretend that they're not there for a bit. And I will add them later. Oh, good lord. It's Silvica. Of course it is. It's like, what in the world? Who composed this? Like, no, I hear snow halation. It's Silvica. Lovely. Hello, my dear. How has work at the store been today? If you don't mind talking about it here. If you'd rather wait until you get home, then so be it. I understand. You know me, I'm always curious to learn. Gosh, so catchy. I hate how catchy it is. Oh, why once you clocked in? And it's 9:39, so you guys are close already. Well, hopefully there has been proper profit made. Look forward to seeing you. I am getting hungry once again. Yeah! Yeah! Awesome. I'll take care of that. Don't worry. I'm probably gonna blur out the rest. If there's anything I really dislike is putting a lot of effort into a drawing that I'm gonna hide behind something. But it has to happen sometimes just to make sure everything it's in its place. Actually go back to this panel. There's something about it that's off to me. I don't know. Then again, it's probably just because I'm not finishing some of these all the way. And that's fine because I want to start putting some finishing touches with color instead. I feel like the longer I look at my past work, the more I wish I had done something other than do black lines. Yeah, black line work. Maybe I can change that for the 4th chapter. If it ever comes around. Don't say that. Don't say that out loud. Believe in yourself. Excuse me. Did I have it like... Okay, I can see in the previous sketch that I had a little bit of a different idea for it. Oh no, it's Freezy Star. Yeah, I had... Yeah, I had a different idea for it. This piece is very melancholy to me. But I still love it. Yeah, I wholeheartedly accept that most people won't get to see what I actually do in a timely fashion. I'm pretty bad at like checking my settings. I think this is either the third or the fourth time in which I have streamed and I've forgotten that I am unlisted. And I realized, oh, well, I wasted all of the talking points that I was planning on mentioning at the first hour. Yeah, that's fine. I don't... Unless somebody wants to make conversation, there's... I don't force anybody to say anything. Not like those streamers that's like, oh, come on guys, talk to me. Like, send me a tip, send me a super chat. Oh, good lord. You tell that I haven't listened to this, and I'm just literally having it in the background. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, some normal normal music, okay. Oh, that's good. Just wanted some Ice World music. I mean, I shouldn't mind Christmas covers at all. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, that's what it is. It's the flipping, it's this that made it feel incomplete. Do, re, mi, I'm incomplete. Why? Oh, I don't... Static, please. I'm terrible at this angle. You see, guys? You see? I forgot that I can do this. Look, this thing. Whoop. Nah, it's fine the way it is. Okay. I don't know if this one I should wait until the coloring stage. There's gonna be a lot of exaggeration on this particular page, so I'll try not to rely on it way too early for too long. I'm starting to doubt myself. Did I say Super Mario Odyssey the very first time I speculated what I was hearing? It doesn't really matter. Self-doubting here. This is Galaxy, definitely. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, there's like too much of a deviation from my... I think it's this. It's just this whole, like... Because I closed off the eye, it kind of makes it look a little lopsided there. But I want it closed off here because it kind of gives the curve, the bridge of the nose line. And I'm like, I didn't used to make I didn't used to make nose bridges for these characters, but I feel like they kind of help me now keep things a bit centered when I shade. This is very, very Mother. Is it Mother? I actually don't know. Never played the third one. And I'm not playing it until they release it. Officially. I appreciate all the help, all the work that modders and translators did to make sure that it's playable for others, but if we want Nintendo to listen to us again, then we gotta keep the faith in, like, actually buying things they go out of their way to bring over here. Kind of like the whole Puzzles and Dragons thing. They decided to bring it in a little bit too late. It's like, oh, Candy Crush is very popular, so let's bring in our Candy Crush over to the States. And that was, they did it like about 3 or 4 years too late. Then nobody bought it, and then they never made another one for the US again. So yeah, I will wait until Mother 3 is officially released before I play it. I'm gonna stick there way too long. I didn't go way too heavy on this line work because I wasn't 100% sure if I should keep. It's like Sandy looks a little bit passive for how angry she was a little earlier. So I might squint those eyes a little bit. Because she is 100% not okay with this guy. Up until a certain point. I don't care that people don't like him. I'm gonna treat him well. For at least a little while. Oh, this is a bop. What's this? Is this Pikmin? Or something? What this? Oh, it's Epic Yarn! Oh, I should have known. Okay. I'm gonna have to get that game eventually. Mike, can we put that in, like, in our wish list? Just in case it goes by your store. Actually, just put any Kirby game from a console. Just keep an eye out on it. Oh no, I don't want to look at the analytics. No, click away. They make me self-conscious. Don't look. Don't look at the people who are not here. Yeah, we'll leave that out. Okay, so we'll leave the rest of that to the color, because I can accentuate with the color itself. So let's go back to this one. I can tell that the sketch was drawn a very long time ago. I did not. I did not do it again, did I? Oh, thank God. It's literally just the layered copy. Okay, so I can just bring that down. Okay, that scared me. Everything is good. Everything is peachy keen. Yeah, everything's good. Oh man, Christmas coming and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get some presents from a little girl, and I don't enjoy Christmas like I used to, but through the eyes of a parent I do again. La 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 la. See, I'm not okay, so I'm not scrunching this far enough because he's going out of his way. Yeah, okay. That should be curling in a little bit. So much jingle belling. Awesome! Thank you. Ugh, clothes are the worst. Especially when I don't have a guide. I really should get a guide and not be ashamed of a guide. It's okay. Doesn't matter how long you've been drawing, sometimes you need a guide. Take this here. delve into those leftovers soon. Oof. Yeah, I actually thought about keeping this stream a little bit shorter than I usually do. Just because, like I was doing earlier, I was yawning a lot. Actually, a little bit tired. But I am more hungry than tired. That has yet to change. You know, funny that you say that, Michael, because it looks like Suplex City is coming up. I need to find once again the picture that I found online that inspired this, but I know for sure that I'm gonna have to link it. I need to, because I can't possibly take credit with how good that turned out to be for the how that turned out for the original illustrator. But that is an outside panel, and I'm still kind of working out how in the world I'm going to illustrate those, like those non-squared panels. So I'll take that one. I'll work on that one a little bit later. I actually have a commission I gotta pull up. I gotta pull up the details. And so I'm gonna actually keep this one short today, because I'm not 100% sure if the person who has the commission actually wants this public or not. I'll have to ask them later. It's all good. So yeah, this was a little bit of a short one. Ended half an hour early. But I say that this is royal we. We have priorities as far as the family goes, and as far as our work situation goes. I want to make sure that I'm not spending too much of the time. I mean, I want to spend a good amount of time finishing these comics, but I don't want to neglect the idea that I should probably be bringing in an extra little something to help. I don't want you to do all the work, my dear. I say to my spouse. But yeah, let's wrap it up here for tonight. Thank you guys for stopping in. For those who checked it out for a bit, thank you. And Mike, thanks for staying in. Love you, my dears. Thank you. You're all loved and appreciated, and I hope you'll come by another Friday. I don't know how to close things out. I'm terrible with that kind of stuff. I love you. Bye.